Hello, guys, and welcome back to your English class. As you know, last week we talked about life stories and we talked about events that happened in the past and ended. Now we are going to talk about actions that happened and continue to happen until one moment in the past. For example, what were you doing during your vacations? Was your mom making cookies when I arrived? What was she doing while I was away? What were you doing when the pandemic started? I was planning a test for you, but I have to stop it because of the pandemic. Those questions are made in the past continuous tense to talk about actions that occur in a prolonged time in the past. Here is how you answer those questions. You have the past continuous tense. First, you use the subject, the person or the thing you are talking about. Then, depending on the amount of people, for example, if they are singular or plural, you use was or were. And then you use the verb using ing at the end. For example, I was planning, I was making an exam or a test. For the negative form, you use first the subject, then you use again the to be form, then you add the negative, and at the end you add the verb with the ing. For example, I was not planning to be on a pandemic. I wasn't planning to be on a pandemic. Finally, you have the question form. For this, you turn or you switch the subject for the to be verb. In this case, it should stay like, was she sleeping when he came home? Were you planning something? Was your mom waiting for you? Here you have how or when to use the past continuous. When you are giving the background of a story, you use the past continuous. For example, the birds were singing, the sun was shining, and Amy sat down to do her homework. When you want to overlap an action, I was walking to the station when I met John. I was making the action and then it stopped. You can use the past continuous to talk about past habits. For example, she was constantly singing. It was so annoying. She was constantly singing in the shower. Or to make emphasis of the length of an action. I was working in the garden all day. I was working on this video all night. Here you have the family members. You have the vocabulary for you to talk about the things that happened in the past and who did the action. For example, my mother was resting or she was sleeping when I get home. I was finishing this video the first time when the lights went out. My dad wasn't waiting for me when I get to my place. And you are not having so much fun. Maybe, I don't know. Here you have the vocabulary of some places around the world. For example, hospital. I was born in a hospital a long time ago. While I was there, something was happening. I don't know what, but something was happening. On the theater. Last time I went to the theater, I was talking with my best friend about the movie. And this is how I expect you to use the vocabulary with the grammar of this week. Next time we are going to do a mashup between the simple past tense and the past continuous tense to talk about the things we did and the things we were doing when suddenly something came up. I hope you understand the topic, and if you don't, you know how to reach me. And see you guys later. Bye.